is. And I just wanted to discuss something with you guys. It's morning time. When I came out, it wasn't as warm as it is right now. I got my Threeses Mafia hoodie on, man. Rocking my Santa Muerte. But at the end of the day, bro, I was on Instagram and there's a lot of rappers on there that have a little following, or they might have a following like King Solomon. But they play little mind games, to try to feed off their audience and try to feed off the people who understand who they are and who don't understand who they are. And they take their time out their day, to do this. I mean, I understand it's a smart marketing tactic and it's a strategy to help them get money. That's how they eat it and things like that. But at the end of the day, you got to be aware of these people. They're not always genuine. Sometimes they are. Sometimes they're not. They like to get your hopes up. They like to put you in a certain type of category. But at the end of the day, bro, you just have to really understand who you're dealing with and keep your money to yourself. If you're a rapper, you don't need to be paying for any collaborations, no matter who it is, if you don't understand what to do with it, bro. You know what I mean? If they're not gonna repost, if it's not gonna be a fair trade, if you don't already have your own following, bro, 9 times out of 10, it's not gonna be worth it. It's really not. And I just want people to understand how to not be manipulated. I get it, but at the same time, I don't get it. I just want the people to know what to look for, how to understand these interactions, and how to make sure how to not get taken advantage of, man. Because at the end of the day, hey, how you doing? At the end of the day, it's this white lady with these dogs. I don't trust white people with dogs, and I know she can't control them dogs like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and cross the street. I already explained to you guys the level of anxiety that I have and the PTSD and all those things. But just make sure that you protect yourself, protect your riches, man, protect your trophies, and understand how things are supposed to go and how things are not supposed to go, man. Don't be fooled. Don't be distracted by what they have going on. It's all about what you have going on. And the whole point of you collaborating with an artist, bro, is to be able to get that money back. That's the whole point. It's an investment. So if you're going to spend $3,000 on a collaboration, you should be able to at least get that $3,000 back and get a piece of their following. That's the whole point. Not to just say that you did it. I mean, so at some point, yeah, you might want to do it because it just looks good on your resume. It looks good on your I think it's called a PK or whatever it's called. Whatever it is, make sure you be smart, man. That's the name of the game. That's more important than clout. Actually investing. Because a lot of people just want to play. A lot of people want to play that clout game. A lot of people want to get things that they don't understand how to handle. And that's weird to me. It's always been weird to me. I mean, I've done it. But when I tried to charge people, of course, because I'm not the most famousest person in the world, they're like, $50? Am I gonna get my $50 back? I'm like, nigga, but this shit is gonna sound good and you can't rap and you sound like shit. It's people that have no business having an Aaron Moses verse on their song. And they're not gonna make any money because they don't know what to do with it. But at the end of the day, you just gotta be smart, man. Don't be bamboo, don't be fooled because somebody has some fame. Because it's not about, because they're not gonna move, bro. People don't just work free when they feel like they work so hard, they feel like they've been somewhere. They're not, because they don't have to. because they're willing to break on you, they're willing to charge you, and they don't have to do anything but just be them. And I probably paid for like 3 or 4 verses, a couple I don't remember. People have done songs with me and surpassed me greatly and have the nerve to turn around and charge me. I paid for, look, there's one person I'm missing, I can't remember. I paid for a verse from DJ Paul's nephew. I paid for a verse from RSK nephew and somebody else I can't remember. Now the RSK, that was an original beat. I didn't make any money. The situation with DJ Paul's nephew, I don't really want to speak about because that didn't go as planned and I don't want to put any negative energy out there. But at the end of the day, have a plan when you spend your money, man. Especially on your career. You don't want to burn it, you don't want to flush it down the toilet. You work hard for your money. And even if you didn't work hard for your money, and you got it loaned to you, or you borrowed it, or you stole it, somebody else worked hard for that money, man. You know what I mean? So make sure that intelligence and strategy is involved in everything that you do. And I hope that lady is highly offended because she could tell all her other friends. This black guy was treating me like I was the black guy. I crossed it because she had dogs and I'm knowing that she cannot control her dogs and I don't know if she was a racist white person or not. So I crossed the street. I'm not scared of dogs, I'm scared of white people with dogs. At the end of the day, you just gotta be smart, man. You just gotta be smart, and you gotta love yourself, love your money, and that's it, man. It's Aaron Moses, I'm the bang, you the bang, we the bang. I could have just walked past, but nah, no. And she had a little booty too. I know she couldn't have controlled those dogs physically. And how she was walking them, I could tell. Those dogs were walking her. She wasn't walking, she kept stopping and letting them pull her. No, that's no bueno, I'm not safe. I'm not safe. And we were on a street where I'm sure nobody would have came to my assistance if both of them dogs would have turned up on me. Because it only takes one. The other one could have been peaceful. One could have been peaceful and the other one could have been vicious. But they both would have went vicious on me. I don't know why y'all keep getting these dogs that you physically can't control. Your husband's not with you, you don't need to be walking them dogs by yourself. Yeah, but I'm making my way in the house. Just make sure you don't let these little weird ass celebrities manipulate you. Oh my God, what's his name? Liked all my last 8 posts and slid in my DM for some money, not because they like this shit, because they think you're goofy and they want you to spend some money. When I peeped it out, when it happened to me, that's not what happened. And all the collabs that I did, I went to the rapper myself. So I was anything like that. So it wasn't like a change in my mood. The fact that they responded, I wasn't surprised because they already put it out there. They already let it be known that they were going to respond, and that was their endeavors was to get them to your music, bro. When you're, I'm only like, how many people have you? I mean, there are stories like that, but 9 times out of 10, if it was genuine, there wouldn't have to be any fee involved. That's how the baby got on. He paid Boosie for a verse. Okay, Boosie, he paid for marketing as well, my nigga. Yeah, I am, bro. I just have to come out here. There's no jobs in LA. I'm actually getting a business started. I'm getting the trucking I'm getting some business handled out here. Starting school in January. I'm gonna be back out there pretty soon though, man. But I just had to leave because I couldn't work at that other job. They said that I was supposed to be making 4,500. Turns out they were only paying 1,500. The recruiter said that it was gonna be like $20 an hour and 50 hours a week. So he lied like a little girl trying to get her daddy's attention. But he lied and said $4,500 a fucking week when it was really, in all actuality, closer to 13 after doing my W-2s right. Shout out to the IRS. But yeah, man, damn, I forgot my cup. But I had to. I'm gonna be back. I'm I'm going back soon. But at the end of the day, it was just some misunderstanding. And then I asked, and he was like, "Oh yeah, no, we we stopped doing that shift." And then I'm like, "Nigga, that's what the fuck you said, bitch ass nigga. That was 6 months ago, bitch. You stopped doing that shift in October, so why the fuck you tell me that? We're gonna start that shit back, nigga. That's 6 more months. I'm not trying to wait 6 more months to make what you told me I was gonna make out the dough. What the fuck are you talking about? Then you act like I'm just so wrong for being disrespectful on the job. Like I'm not gonna work that hard because you told me it's gonna be something else. We're working 38 hours. Like nigga, this is 8.5 hours, 4 days, 32 hours, 8.5 hours, 4 days a week. That's not okay, my nigga. I'm thinking I'm gonna be working 10-hour days, 5 days a week with double overtime and shit. But it is what it is, and it's not what it's not. You know what I'm saying? That energy is gonna come back to him because deception is of the devil. And I quit a job where I was making a little bit more money to come over there, and other people had done that same thing, which is not cool. Not cool at all. Not cool. But fuck that nigga. Everybody always finds their way home. You know what I mean? That's how you want to make it to the top with lies and deception. It is, my nigga. 'Cause you're fucking up people's lives. At first, like the first 2 days, I'm thinking, okay, maybe this is for training. I'm only working 8.5 hours, 8 hours. All right, maybe this is the training schedule. By that fourth day, that whole week, I was like, all right. Fifth day, I was like, hold the fuck on, and then I had to sneak an extra hour, 2 hours in, and come in an hour early and act like I didn't know what the fuck was going on, and go somewhere else in the plant. Yeah, they caught on to that real quick, and then I was not clocking out for breaks, and they have to pay you double overtime when you do that in California. They caught that shit real quick after like 2 weeks. And I was just like, I didn't know you had to clock out for a break. I've seen people not do it. I don't know who they were, but at the end of the day, man, you do have to go hard. You gotta understand that when people try to put you in that position where you look like a goofy, you feel like a goofy, or you are a goofy, you gotta prove it to yourself and yourself only, bro. You gotta surpass them. You have to do something that they never expected, bro. That's really the only reason that I wanna be successful, to be honest, so I could shit on people. That I wanna help people too. I wanna give people the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and successfully fight this war on poverty. Poverty is always gonna exist because trauma and bad parenting is always gonna exist, and there's gonna be a lot of things that just create it. There's going to be a lack of education. There's going to be a lack of opportunity. There's going to be fucked up confidence and low self-esteem. There's going to be bad health. There's gonna be mental health issues in the world until the world blows. But what I can do, I'm gonna do it. I do also want to shit on people though. I do also want to make these bitches and make these niggas mad, man. And there's nothing wrong with that. All the people who laughed at me because I said I didn't want to go to college, or you don't even plan on, do you even plan on graduating high school? You just get high every day like a crackhead. Like, nigga, I'm depressed, bitch ass nigga. I'm only fucking 13, nigga. Damn, nigga. I'm depressed, bro. I'm a weird fucking looking ass kid. I'm short. My voice is not developing. I got a bird chest. I can't get on the football team because they said I'm too small and skinny. And I'm depressed. What you want me to do? What do you want me to do? What am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, that's a big motivating factor, man. Just looking in the mirror like, I've done a lot of things. I don't have anything too much that I would consider an accomplishment. But at the end of the day, I've done more than a lot of people I know, unfortunately, that I associate myself with, and then I don't associate myself with. So I'm proud of me to a certain extent. I just gotta turn it up like 500 degrees. A lot, bruh. A lot. I'm on refrigerator. I need to be on broil right now. I'm on refrigerator. My temperature is way too low for where I'm trying to go. But I think I got everything in order. I'm taking proper necessary steps in a couple ways, and I'm in a couple ways, which is okay. It's totally okay. But it's a nice day, you know. I'm enjoying the rest of this, the 7 more days that we have of summer on the white man's calendar. It's getting kind of nippy at night, but it's all. Damn, fucking flies, bro. That's the one thing. All these flies and lizards and mosquitoes and fucking tree frogs and shit and these gnats and jiggers and so much foliage, bro. Let me show you. Hold up. It's just weird, bro. But let me check my battery. I don't think you could do that. Damn, 20% of my battery is gone. Fucking with y'all, nigga. But at the end of the day, I just want to keep the peace. I want everybody to be healthy, safe, educated, well spoken. I want people to stop saying so much when they talk. I want everybody to be all right, man. That's my goal, man. I'm just trying to learn myself so I can get back to the people, to be honest. But yeah, I've been making my videos on PNB Rock. I've been trying to get my Instagram popping. I've been trying to be consistent Moses. I mean, of course, you guys probably, I guess, but my channel's been demonetized for a minute now. So I need to get my numbers up, and I think that they just go off how you've been doing for the past year. So if I just keep being consistent, which is like a weakness of mine if you can't fucking tell. But because because that little dude was playing in people's inboxes and you know, trying to get me to spend money that I don't have, and is doing this to people all fucking day. I mean, I can't get mad at his hustle. I'm personally not gonna do it though. You know what I'm saying? I can't get mad at his hustle, but it's kind of playing with people's emotions. I'm just not so naive to put myself in that mental position. But at the end of the day, it's making me go harder because I feel like if you're trying to if you're trying to put me in that position, you think of me as lower, which is not okay. Like, you wouldn't do that to these other people. Like Future with Meg The Stallion. Meg The Stallion reached out to Future's team and asked, for a feature. He didn't want to do a trade for trade. Future's not gonna need Meg Thee Stallion's help at any point in his career. Future's a legend. Meg is just a stallion. You know what I'm saying? She hasn't changed the whole culture. There's not 10% of new rappers saying that their favorite rapper is gonna be Future. I mean, Meg Thee Stallion, like it is Future. Every rapper says they grew up off of Future, Gucci, Sosa, aka Chief Keef. That's it. Future, Gucci, Sosa. Meg Thee Stallion is not gonna get to that level. Unfortunately, it just is what it is. She's not gonna be a Cardi B. She's not gonna be a Nicki Minaj. And it just is what it is, man. And that's not a good thing. And you know what? I don't even want to speak that into her existence. But that's just what people like myself and Future foresee. She probably has a good 5 more years. But because she didn't start off like that. The Illinois Safety Act. Now, at first, I was in denial as far as the Illinois Safety Act and what they were going to do. A lot of people are focusing on the fact that the fact of all these non-detainable crimes and shit like that, and the no cash bond, and they're going to release a whole bunch of inmates. Which, in all actuality, I read it. I read it myself 3 times. They're going to be releasing people depending on 3 things. They're going to be releasing them depending on their criminal history, the likelihood for them to reoffend, and the likelihood of them to flee. Okay? So there's going to be, more than likely, there's going to be some kind of formula or algorithm like they do when people get locked up in Cook County. They put your name in the computer to classify you. They put your name in the computer to see if they want to get if they want to give you good time or not, or day for a day. So if you don't know what that means, last time I got sentenced in Cook County Jail, I got 120 days. The judge said I only had to do 65, and she said you should be getting released when you touch back down to Cook County. And I asked my lawyer, I said, what does she mean by should? And he said, well, when you get there, when you get in the holding cell, you have to ask the people at the computer if they're going to release you, because there's a formula, there's an algorithm that may require you to complete the remainder of your 120 days. So you might have to do another 60 days. And I was just like, nigga, what? Like, because that's not what's supposed to happen. Now, when I got there, they released me because I just wasn't a part of the algorithm, because I had a nonviolent offense and I was on a probation period while I was in Cook County. So she said, I'm gonna sentence you to 30 days right now. Come back in 30 days. No, what happened was I got sentenced to 30 days, and the judge said, I'm gonna sentence you to 35 more days, which is 120. I want you to come see me in 35 more days, which is some fucking bullshit. And so pretty much I was on a probation period during that time. And I forgot my point. But because my point was, there's an algorithm, there's a system in Cook County. So the people who can't afford to bond out, they're going to be released. The people who can afford to bond out, they're going to be released. It's going to be based on your likelihood for you to flee and the likelihood for you to reoffend when you're on the street, and your criminal record prior to you getting arrested. So there's going to be people that's released on what they call I-bonds, which is ROR, released on your own recognizances. It's a signature bond. They let you out for free. As long as you sign the little paper saying that you're going to show up at court this time, it's going to save Illinois residents a lot of money. But at the same time, as far as the whole non-detainable thing, I think it's going to be, I should just make a whole different video about this. But as far as the non-detainable part, I think that's going to be real dangerous because they're talking about kidnapping, they're talking about a lot of different violent crimes. And a part of the law, what I read was officers are still able to use lethal force if they feel like the person is going to run. They can't shoot him in the back unless they feel like the person is going to be a threat to the community or unless the suspect has used lethal force against them initially, then they could shoot them in the back. Now, when the officer shoots them at all, a suspect at all, or a perpetrator, they have to treat them. So these officers are going to be trained on how to treat gunshot wounds, do CPR, resuscitate, do all kind of things, which is, it really doesn't matter because a lot of them niggas aren't going to put effort into doing it, and it's going to take until 2025 to put body cams on every Illinois police officer, which is, that's a long ass motherfucking time. It's about to be 2023, but a lot of people can die from police brutality in 2 years just because there's no body cam. And a lot of officers that feel like it are going to take advantage of the fact that, oh, we only have so many, years to be able to keep treating these people like crazy. So let's just get it in right now. You feel me? So, I mean, it looks like the purge, but this is social media and people don't fucking read. People don't read the law because because they don't want to. But the law also does have a lot of legal jargon. You have to be kind of sharp to understand the law. Drug-induced homicide isn't detainable. So anybody, that's not what that means, bro. Drug-induced homicide is when you sell somebody drugs and they die from it. That's what drug-induced homicide is. So if I sell somebody a fake Xan and they overdose and die, that's what drug-induced homicide is. But yeah, that's not what that means. Which drug-induced homicide really is, it really shouldn't even be called homicide. It should be drug-induced manslaughter because I didn't tell that nigga to do these drugs. And if you can prove that I told that person to do these drugs, and if I was just trying to tell it to him and he wasn't planning on doing Xans that day, okay, yeah, maybe then it's homicide. Especially if you know what I mean? But if somebody overdoses, you don't lock up the drug dealer because they were going to get it from somebody else anyway and be high and do some stupid shit. I mean, that is coming from the standpoint of what I used to do. But at the end of the day, I understand why everybody doesn't think like that, but that's that man's fault. Like, nah, bro. If that's the case, there's a correlation between crack cocaine use and sexual assault and rape. So if a crackhead rapes somebody, should you charge the drug dealer with rape too? You should. That's the same logic. That nigga should go to jail for rape, drug-induced rape, and facilitation of a rape. And that nigga should be on the sex offenders list too. Like, hold everybody accountable for everything, not just because a motherfucker overdose. Then people wouldn't want to bring crack in the community because, nigga, I'm trying to make money so I can feed my kids. I'm not about to be on the sex offenders list for selling some goddamn crack. I got to be responsible because Larry the crackhead wanted to rape a whole school bus of kids. Now I'm a sex offender for the rest of my life and I can't be around my motherfucking kids. Like, you know what I mean? That would deter a lot of shit, but they're not going to do that because that affects the inner urban community. And the inner urban community is mostly black and Latinos. They don't want to do that. They don't want to stop black people from getting fucking raped and selling crack, bro. They don't want that shit. And it's going to be a lot of people snitching. Okay, so the crackhead got it from the crack dealer. Okay, well, crack dealer You're gonna be on the sex offenders list if you don't tell me where you got this cocaine from. I got it from a white man. I got it from a Mexican. I got it from a police officer. All right, so I'm gonna charge this. I'm gonna charge you with rape. I'm gonna take that little thing off because you told, and I'm gonna charge this nigga because that's gonna fuck the whole system up. They don't want their laws to be law for everybody. That's why it's called. I don't want to be one of those people. Evil. No life. It's evil spelled backwards. Oh, deep ass, weird ass nigga. It's not even that, but justice. I'm sure the etymology of justice makes perfect sense in whatever language it comes from, but it's for real an exclusive luxury, bro, or poison, weapon. It's not. It doesn't include everybody. It's subjective, my nigga. And I'm not trying to be one of those people. I'm not a fucking leader of shit. I just got a phone and I like to talk shit. That's it. It's a lot of damn, these niggas came to party today, man. It's not even flies don't bite. I just don't like them touching me, bro. I'm traumatized from living in Oklahoma. I'm glad you enjoyed that, man. I'm glad you enjoyed that, bro. I'm glad you did. I was gonna make more, but I mean, I like to see numbers and feedback, so I might just go ahead and do more of those, man. Did you see one? I uploaded the other one, but I fucked the audio up and I deleted it, bro. Cause I got this app, but you gotta turn the audio to like 50%. When it's on 100%, then their audio is louder than mine. So you couldn't really hear it, but the other one was funnier, bro. That shit, the other one with the, I don't even want to, I can't redo it because it's authentic. I've never seen these. I can't just do a video twice. Like the Ontario video I put out, I have to do that twice, bro, because the first one I made, the audio cut off at 5 minutes because my cousin called me. So I have to do that one twice. But I usually do my reactions, I always do my reactions. That's the only one that I had to actually do twice. Like, unless it's, I've done reactions off of my videos, I've done reactions off the homies' videos, songs that they want me to, help them promote. But other than that, all my reactions, DJ Ghost. All my reactions, I've never seen them before. But as far as what's that? I don't even know what that shit's called. I don't even stay in Illinois. The Safety Act. Um, the non-detainable thing. I don't. They're tweaking off that, bro. They're tweaking off that because really is people really are going to have to try to protect themselves, and it's really fucked up for the people who aren't prepared to protect themselves. The women who are afraid of guns, the niggas that's afraid of guns, and the old ass ladies, and the old men that can't protect themselves, and the children. Anybody who's uh, uh, not even a self-professed gangster, but anybody who's in that mental position to do it, because a lot of people go to the range and they got good aim, but they're not really to do their thing, man. 'Cause it just is what it is. I don't know if you saw the interview. The dude was like, "Yeah, if you call the police and somebody's sleeping in your shed for 3 days, you have to decide what's legal in that situation." What the fuck you mean I gotta decide what's legal? No, I don't, nigga. It's the law. If I know the law, I know the law. If I don't, I don't. And if I take it too far, then I'm going to jail. And that nigga's not. You know what I mean? This is why it's so important. Like, I know weird ass laws, bro. I know weird ass laws. I've been going to jail ever since I was like 16, bro. So I know a lot of different laws. I know a lot of different things about the law. But at the end of the day, I'm black, bro. So I need to know the law. I came up with the phrase, you can't be, my bad. You can't call yourself a law, but you don't even know if you're breaking the law or not. If you don't know the law, how can you call yourself a law-abiding citizen? So now we're in a position where we have to educate ourselves and arm ourselves simultaneously, which They should have told us about this shit probably 5 years ago. But of course, they didn't. Of course, people are running around with their chickens, like chickens with their head cut off, not understand. You are brainless. How old are you, bro? This is why young. No, bro. They shot at young. He was in a bulletproof truck, and they fired approximately 100 shots. They didn't miss. He would have been dead had he been in a regular truck. He was in a bulletproof truck. But I appreciate your contributions in the comments, man. The more comments, the more people are gonna see these videos. You're stimulating the algorithm. So I appreciate you, and you're giving me an opportunity to educate you and other people. But um, people go to the gun range. There aren't many guns. I don't think there are any gun ranges in the city of Chicago. There's gun ranges in Gary and Hammond, Indiana, for sure, in Wisconsin, but they don't have any gun stores in Cook County, outlaw, and they don't have any. They don't have any gun ranges. But yeah, my cousin said they don't they use the targets for practice. That's dark, but yeah, you know when I say that. But he said, yeah, nah, man. When we shoot our, that's when we practice. We practice on people. I was like, nigga, you, I mean, not RP. Free that man, man. Free my cousin, man. That nigga is doing life right now. But he pled guilty so he could actually get, what the fuck? That shit tastes like soap. Fuck it. He could actually get freed at some point, but they gave his ass like 52 years or some shit. He got a murder, attempted robbery, um, attempt to possess marijuana, a felonious amount of marijuana, and they've had the audacity to charge this nigga with stealing the ski mask from Walgreens when they went to go hit the lick. Like, nigga, you charged that nigga for that? Like, retail theft? But whatever, you about to get this nigga 50 years, and okay, give him another 20 days for stealing that ski mask. Like, that's petty as hell. You gonna charge him with everything, man? But yeah, the shooter, his name's, I don't even want to tell you his name, but the shooter, they gave him initially 35 years, right? So he was only gonna have to do like 20 something years. But he was the one who, my cousin wasn't the shooter, he didn't shoot. But he was with them. They were trying to rob the weed man for a pound of weed. The shooter let off 2 shots. One pierced the back of his heart, and he died. The victim. My cousin pled not guilty. The shooter pled guilty. They gave him 35 years in Arizona. He would only have to do 20. He was young at the time. He was my age at the time. So he would have been getting out in another 10, 15 years. This dumbass, thirsty ass, weird ass nigga tried to appeal it and went back to trial. They gave his ass life when he was about to get out in 10 more years. Stupid motherfucker. So if you think it's bad, guess again when you try to be greedy. Should've just took your time, bro. It's too late now. Yeah, they retried that nigga. Yeah. Now he's never gonna get to try again at anything. He would have been out in 10 more years, 2030, whatever, 7. Now that nigga got life, and he was the shooter, and he admitted it. But my cousin, somebody in my family is gonna come up on $1 million and try to free him one day. It's not gonna be me because the last thing he said to me was, "You know what? I don't fuck with you, cuz." He wouldn't even shake my hand when I was getting on my Greyhound. I'm just playing, bro. I'm not salty about that shit. I'm fucking 30 something. That's when I was 21. So when I get the bread, if let's say if I had like $3 million, I would spend a good 20 bands trying to get my cousin an appeal. But other than that, bro, I'm a regular guy with regular dreams. And I'm about to smoke this Newport regular. Newport regulars. But what else we got going on? At 400 on my reaction channel, I really want to get that shit lit, but I really don't want to commit to it. I put a rack on his books. I was thinking about that when I got my taxes, bro. I was thinking about that. Cause I had, since he's been locked up, the most I had saved up was like 12 bands. I didn't even I don't know if you know how it is, but I just don't think about other people like that when I get bread. Like that's unfortunate. But like one of my homies, he needed an air mattress. I slid him like $40. Got his little air mattress. When he just got his crib and his girl kicked him out. Niggas have hit me up for like 40, $50. I should though. I haven't even wrote him a letter. We got our birthdays are 2 days apart, or maybe a day. Make sure y'all got these likes up, man. There's two people in the room and it's only one like. That's weird. But I just don't know, man. I don't know. I want to get him out. You know why I want to get him out the most? Because he lived such a hard life. He grew up in Kiloward, Inglewood, Chicago. Big GD. He was adopted. His mom died when he was real young. His dad died in the 90s. I remember his dad, James. Like that nigga was like for real, ironically, like the good times father James, bro, for real. His name was James. They called him Jimmy, but that nigga was like a strong, intimidating black man. But when he laughed, bro, you really appreciated it. He died in the 90s, probably like 98, 99. And then his mom passed when I was in middle school. That's when all my family died, like back to back to back. That shit made me crazy. Like 6 people died in like maybe 2 years. I couldn't even feel shit after a minute. I just went crazy a little bit. And he moved in with my Uncle Rudy. He moved to Arizona. I guess it's on Will. He has sickle cell anemia, and if you know anything about sickle cell anemia, bro, most people don't live past the age of like maybe mid 50s, 52, something like that. He's already like 34, so he only has another 20 years, and I don't want him to spend the rest of his days in prison. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit would make his whole body lock up. When he would have to lay down, he would be smoking weed every day because he was in pain. At some point, like, his body didn't always lock up, but he couldn't move. He couldn't do shit. He couldn't even work a regular job. That's why 9 times out of 10, that's why he chose the thug life. Because you can't be working at Wendy's and Waffle House. He has jobs before, but he couldn't show up because he was sick. He would be having, I don't know what they call him, maybe attacks probably is what they call him. So I was just like, damn, bro. And the last thing he asked me, he was like, hey, how much is a wedding ring? And I was like, a wedding ring? You know, traditionally they base it off of your income. So it's like however much you make in 3 paychecks is what the woman would expect for a wedding ring. So if you make like a band a week, you probably want to spend like 3, 4 bands on a wedding ring. And he was just looking at him like, you don't have a job? Probably spend like 2,500. But he had a lovely woman, man. Her name was Lala. Lovely. She was a bad little thing. A little BBW. She had the fat ass. But her face, beautiful. Body, beautiful. Just a feminine one. She would turn up on him sometimes because she was a black woman. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? We turn up on each other. But I could see they genuinely made each other happy. She liked his gangsterdom. He liked her femininity and her soft, you know, feminine side. And I believe that's one of the reasons why he wanted to hit that lick, man, trying to get that wedding ring. And I thought about that. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, damn, nigga, that was romantic as fuck. And that shit really hurt me, man. That's one of the reasons too. I do want to get Cuz out, but that was his job, man, to rob, man. And he was like, "Hey, you know how to talk to them white people?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "You think you could just go to the mall a couple times a week and just get people that want to buy weed?" And I'm like, "You not about to involve me in your bullshit, nigga. I'm trying to find a job, nigga. I'm trying to sell these cigarettes." Stay in the crib and write and meditate, my nigga. I don't know. Whatever you got going on, I thought about it. It was tempting, but you can't really trust people that don't like you like that, to be honest. I try not to do that. Fresh up out of jail with no job, so I still ain't rob. R.I.P. Coop, man. You already know I got the 3-6 Mafia hoodie on right now as we speak. Hold up. You gotta see the back of this shit. This shit is cold. My baby got me for this for me. Hold up. You gotta see it, bro. It's cold, bro. Damn. Hold up. I'm not trying to model for you. You just gotta see this shit, bro. You see it? Hey. 666. There you go. Yeah. Mafia. I'm not about to. I'm not about to do nothing, man. But I got a bit for cribbing. I only watched this shit like 3 times. I don't even wear this shit like that. You already KNOW, man. I got the most garbageous 3-6 Mafia tattoo in 3-6 Mafia nigga history, bro. I swear to God, I can't even show it to you. And that was my first tattoo. And I got it on my birthday. Damn. I'm gonna get it redone though. Don't worry. I'm gonna get it redone. I'm gonna have to get I don't even want to tell you all of that. I'm gonna get a whole bunch. Wait till I get this bread. When I get that bread, you're gonna be able to tell, bro. You're going to be able to tell. I'm gonna get swole. I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get my chest hairs installed. They got a thing where you could take your beard hair off your face and put it on your chest. Nigga, I'm gonna be 70s Austin Powers with it. No, I'm just playing. I am just playing, bro. Hell nah. But yeah, bro, she got me this off 3-6 Mafia website. I've been an avid 3-6 Mafia. I just listened to 3-6 yesterday. But I've been listening to 3-6 ever since I was like 14 when we got the internet. I grew up with the internet like everybody else. But I mean, I heard like random sipping on some shit because I already told you I grew up in Chicago, bro. 3-6 was going crazy in Chicago. You already came up W. So a lot of different songs that I didn't know was 3-6, and that they had a sound that was very Chicago influenced. So we got people on the east and people on the west coming through here, dropping off their music and borrowing sounds. So Chicago is a melting pot. Now, if you're a 90s baby, then you know what I'm about to say. A lot of people, half the city, listen to West Coast music. West Coast music. I'm gonna have to put my shit on the charger. Get probably bless y'all with another 10 more minutes. Half the city, and I'm sure that a lot of the Midwest was like this too, not just Chicago, Detroit, that Ohio, Kansas City, especially in Kansas City. Well, Kansas City probably was more West Coast, but half the city was listening to uh, Snoop and Death Row and all of them. Dub C. Half the city was listening to West Coast music. Well, I'll say it was split into four. Half the city was listening to West Coast music. Half the city was Wu Tang, Biggie. You know what I'm saying? And then it's a B. I'm gonna have to smack this motherfucker. Hold up. This is my favorite weapon right here. Boom. Smack you with that Atlanta hat. Yeah, yeah. You don't want that. Go ahead and just about your business. But half the city was listening to West Coast music. Half the city was listening to East Coast music. A lot of people listening to down south music. What? That's wild. And then there was still a lot of a big Chicago underground sound. Um, Crucial Conflict, Do or Die. Twister was the first rapper to ever get signed out of Chicago to a major record label. We had Common, grew up down the street from me. He grew up on Stony Island, like right under the viaduct from my school, from my elementary school. He was right down the way. He used to freestyle in our neighborhood because Common was a stone, and I lived in a Four Corner Hustler neighborhood, so they were like cool with each other, whatever. He would freestyle in the alley with them. I personally don't have memory of it, but Common was originally a gangster rapper. A lot of people don't know that. Um, but there was a big, it was a lot of good artists in Chicago at the time, but Chicago music really fell off in like the early 2000s. Chicago music was trash until Chief Keef came out. For real, for real. There was a rapper known as I forgot that nigga's name though. I forgot his name, but it was a couple. It was a couple smackers. King Louis came out when I was in high school. It was a rapper named shit. I don't remember that nigga's name. He went to jail for a bank robbery for like 7 years. I forgot that nigga's name. And then it was another rapper. It was a group named um, LEP Bogus Boys. They were hard. They were hard. Look them up. LEP Bogus Boys. What was that nigga's name? What's bro? You know who I'm talking about? The dude who got he was in. Dude, I'm trying to remember his name. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. But he was probably the biggest rapper out, the biggest underground rapper out in Chicago at the time. I wasn't even in the rack at the time. It wasn't even called the rack. It was still the shot. But his name was I think it was something with a S. Can't remember, bro. But no, the first real song that I identified as a 3 6 Mafia song was Ryan Spinner's, and then Sipping on Some Scissor, whichever order it came out in. But I heard 3 6 before that. I just didn't know it was them. But you know, it's those same legends that they're gonna, as long you know, they're gonna keep getting played. Like I went to a Crucial Conflict and Do or Die concert, Twisted. Of course, they stay in your face. You're going to grow up and remember them. That song, "Smoking on Hay," Chief. We don't really know who start calling it Chirac. The first time I ever heard the term Chirac was it came out in 2012. It came out in 2012 because when I was up there, they weren't calling it the rack at the time, and I was just up there a year prior. When I was going to jail when I was 18, 19, and 20, they weren't calling it that until 2012. And Chief Keef came out in 2019. So that makes a lot of sense if that's the like Dottie and fucking. A lot of people don't know the term bag is a Chicago word, but niggas will say I'm checking the bag. But that has a specific thing that comes from a process of getting a process of the game, the dope game. I don't want to explain it here, but checking the bag is actually a Chicago term. It's a lot of shit that's Chicago terms.
Chief Keef came out in he came out when he was 11. I didn't know that. I think Chief was born like 98, bro. He didn't like to. I'm talking about the bang. Don't like. That's what I'm talking about. Like became a well-known Chief Keef Sosa. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean, bro. Chief Keef came out in two. Did I say 2019? I said 119. I just said 2019. But yeah, like 2011. 2011. I meant to say 2009 is probably what I meant, bro. My bad. You right. See, you caught me slipping. All right. Nah, yeah. Chief Keef came out like when I was 19, which was in 2010. Um, cause Dirk came out in like 2009 when that documentary came out with Dirk and Bibby and them and G Herbo. They came out then. Oh, you know what? Oh yeah, cause I didn't see that till I moved back to the A. So that makes a lot of sense. Thank you for correcting me, man. But what was this nigga's name? I want to get off here and see what this nigga's name was. His name was Hold on, let me think, bro. It's nothing crazy either. IJKLMNOPQR. If you Google Chicago rapper gets arrested for bank robbery, then you should be able to find his name. And then like if you Google it, damn, bruh. I forgot. Fuck it. It's down. That's gonna fuck with me. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna comment on this an hour. So I'm gonna just go. Fuck it. What other topic you want me to speak for a good another 3 to 5 minutes, man? But I got a lot of stuff going on. I got a lot of projects coming out. I'm constantly recording music. I'm trying to find inspiration to get back on my lyrical shit because that's what the people want. That's what the supporters want. My lyrical shit has historically done significantly better than my mainstream shit. The whole point of me going on this mainstream journey was to learn how to write songs a lot better. Bump J! Yeah! That's his name, man. Bump J. Bump fucking J. Yes. Yes. Bump J. It was LEP Bogus Boys, Bump J, and I forgot the other rapper I said. But that was the only three rappers that was really popping in the 2000s, bro. It was somebody else, but they probably weren't that fucking hot because I can't remember. But LEP Bogus Boys, Bump J, and that's it. In the early 2000s, uh, that dude who made the 42 bullets coming out of my nine, that nigga was hard, kind of. But 2000 Chicago music probably is pretty trash, bro. And this is when I first got the internet, YouTube. You know niggas, you know how niggas are, bro. Everybody was putting up all their music. This is before SoundCloud, so YouTube and Soldier Boy was the first rapper to do live streaming and all that goof ass shit. So yeah, everybody was trash for a good 10 years, my nigga. Swear to God, that's a long time to be trash. But it's like niggas get mad when I say this. I got love for LA for the most part, but LA because it's just so lucrative to be an authentic rapper from LA. Set up tickets. Hey man, he wasn't selling enough something. I feel like you need to rob a bank. Hell yeah. I wouldn't rob a bank though, bro. You gotta have three people at least to rob a bank, and the most you're gonna get is like 70 bands. So if you rob one bank, I'm not encouraging anybody to rob a bank. If you rob one bank, you gotta rob at least three banks to actually make it worth it. And it's not worth it because they give you 10 years for robbing a fucking bank. And if you rob anything with any firearms, it might as well be a bank because you get the same amount of time from robbing a liquor store as you robbing a bank. So you might as well go big and actually do the shit and get you some smart people that can actually think, that don't drink and smoke every day. Get people that can fucking think. Cause if I like when I was in high school, bro, these people, I don't want to get too deep into it because that's not important. But I knew a couple of people that were planning on what they used to do was there was a T-Mobile store somewhere in Atlanta, and they used to frequently rob that T-Mobile store. They were practicing to rob a bank. They robbed the bank. You're fucking funny as hell, bro. Nigga said I can't afford to rob a bank because you need to have a full tank of gas. No, you don't. I don't want to go into it. I never robbed a bank personally, unfortunately, but they were practicing on that store to rob a bank. They robbed the bank successfully. Well, they robbed the bank and got away for the day. But 3 days later, the police came up to the high school and locked all of their dumbasses up. It was people that was 15, 16, 17, 18, and I believe only one of them didn't get charged as an adult. And the OG of that situation didn't get locked up at all. So at least they kept it solid, and they didn't put the ringer in the through the ringer. You know what I'm saying? Nobody told in that situation on the OG. I don't know if they snitched on each other, but I think it was like five of them, four or five of them who robbed that bank. But they were taking instructions from somebody. I don't know what bank it was. I can't remember what year it was. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. And I never did anything similar to that. But yeah, Bump J, LEP, Bogus Boys, and somebody else. But shout out to all the Chicago artists, man. We got 600 Breezy, stays down the street from me. Kayla B, Rico Reckless stays in LA. I'm about to be in LA any day now. I'm not gonna tell you when, because I don't like to people know, for people to know where I am or where I'm about to go at least. But at the end of the day, who else we got? I said 600 Breezy, Kayla B, Rico Reckless, R.I.P. King Von. Shout out to Lil B, R.I.P. PNB Rock. That was unfortunate. Um, who am I even listening to right now? I listen to everybody. 42 Doug, Peasy. I listen to ESTG, a lot of Future. If you want to hear my music, I got a lot. I mean, of course, I got music coming out on here. But I'm putting snippets on snippets on snippets on my Instagram at Aaron3 underscores Moses. Check out my homeboy, Flyboy Chip, FLIBOYCHIP. All eyes, no wise. What else I got going on? You told me you're watching the reactions, so I'm gonna go ahead and have to get on those before I start this new job. I did all of those in one day, my nigga. So what else I got going on? I got three mixtapes on the way. I got a horrorcore mixtape coming out with my nigga Mike Chaotic. That's dropping on. Nigga, you see? Motherfucker just tried to climb in my beard. That's how you get lice. But I got a mixtape coming out on Halloween. I got two mixtapes. I'm working on one. I just need to get back on my lyrical shit. I need to start writing like my Nas, my double entendre, metaphor type of shit. It's not an easy task. It's not an easy task. But I'm working on it. Um, I got one coming out. It's called Lubber. But I got the cover already fixed and everything. But that's gonna be my mainstream shit. Like all of the bullshit, the fucking like if you listen to my Brother for Brother mixtape, all the dance music for the ladies and all the get high, make money, ride around town, just all the thump music, all the music that you put in the trunk music, that type shit. But as far as the Lupe Fiasco, Nas, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar type of lyricism, that takes time, patience, meditation. Yo, can you re-upload back in the day? Got a That's still on there, bro. What you talking about? Back in the day, back in the day is on my SoundCloud, and that it was 2003 when I met my nigga D. That one, that's still on here. It's Go to my playlist called My Music. It's on there. That's If it's not there, it's on my SoundCloud 110%. And if it's not, give me your email because I know it's in my email somewhere. But I know that's still up because I made that when I was in Oklahoma. That still, it's for sure on my SoundCloud. It's on my SoundCloud. It's in my email somehow. SoundCloud, YouTube. That's the only two places it would be. I didn't destroy my last computer. Somebody very close to me destroyed my last computer cause karma. No, but back in the day, should be on my. If you go to the playlist called My Music, I released that song in 2000. Damn, you been following me for a minute. That came out in like 2016, bro. I remember I recorded that in uh, the hot ass garage. I tried lean for the first time. When I heard Pimp C die, I never thought I would live to see a dove cry. That shit was hard. No, that's on my SoundCloud though, for sure. Like, the video was hard too. I had bitches popping on that bitch. But it's on my YouTube. Probably 80% is on my YouTube. Um, but yeah, music like that, you know what? It's probably not. But I know it's on my SoundCloud though. I know it is. I need to go back on there. Them niggas want like $8 a month. I mean, YouTube's free, my nigga, and I don't even like SoundCloud like that. But my battery should be on a good 23%. Damn, it's only on 14%. That's okay. It's getting hotter out here. I gotta take this hoodie off. Oh, that's another thing. Y'all keep on. This nigga's an OG Messiah. This nigga's an OG Messiah. You know all my music. All right. So one is actually called My Dad. I dropped that at my grandma's house when I still stayed with my grandma when my son was just born. And then what have I done since high school? I recorded that in Oklahoma. So yeah, all of those were 2016, 2017. That's true. This nigga is a Aaron Moses connoisseur. That's when I changed my name to Aaron Moses. That's when I changed my name to Aaron Moses, I believe. You probably know the history behind my name. Like I told y'all, I was trying to name my son Moses, because my philosophy is that the whole point of having a son is to be his father so he could grow up and be the perfect little brother at some point when they become an adult. A1 Ice House? When was that? That was when I first came out. That was 2009. That's before Chief Keef even came out. That's what's up, man. But at the end of the day, yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. I'm sure Sensei was around that time as well, somewhere around that. All the OG Mosiahs, man, you already know what it is. Um, wow, that's really touching, bro. You're not the dude who contacted me on IG for my old videos, are you? I don't think so. I think you had a different name. Probably that's not a coincidence. Probably you. But I only got like probably five of y'all. That's why everybody's like, how come you got 7,000 subs, but you only get like 7 views? I'm like, nigga, because bitch ass nigga. I'm not talking about what I used to talk about. I went from talking about that hustling to talking about spirituality and philosophy to talking about celebrity shit and shit just shit. I didn't know how to adjust, but I'm about to make some plans to get back to it and be better and bigger than ever. Yeah, I used to get like 1,000 views, whatever, but I'm still at it, man. Not only am I still at it, I'm back at it. Yeah, but yeah, I'm just about to get this DSLR where everything works itself out. This has been an amazing live stream, man. Hey, man, a whole bunch of ones beat a whole bunch of nines. Twos is better than fews, you know what I'm saying? Oh, for sure, man. Thank you, awesome high games. But I gotta be out, man, cause I gotta do. I gotta prepare myself to get in the studio and make some more bangers, man. Oh, let me ask you one more question. It's been some years, and I have been on my mainstream shit. It's just because I was really trying to figure out my sound as far as the mainstream shit because I've mastered the lyrical shit. That's not. I mean, I grew up primarily, firstly, listening to lyrical shit. Do you think my mainstream shit was better then or better now? I think it's more practical and relatable now. I think back in the day, I was just saying some shit. And it's been like 5 years since I've been on this journey. And I think I can mix it up pretty well, although it's a little bit harder for me to make lyrical music because I don't really listen to lyrics. Because I think songwriting is more important for me right now on this path because I already know how to put together words and make it sound all, intellectual and cerebrally stimulating and shit. So that's not a challenge to me. I think it's better now. I think my music is much better now as far as the more mainstream pop type of music. But yeah, man, it's Aaron Moses. I'm the band, you the band, we the band together, man. Life is in the breath. Nah, I had a lot more features back then. I mean, I'm doing full tapes with people. No, that's the big difference. I'm do, I did probably 200 songs in 3 years and I released 200 songs in 3 years. Out of those 200 songs, it was probably like 50 features. The last 3 years, I've only had like, wait, what's this year? Since 2019, what was I doing in 2019? I probably have had only like, okay, now altogether when it comes to the mixtapes, excluding the mixtapes, those aren't features. Those are mixtape projects. Excluding the mixtape projects, I probably only had 20 features in the last 3 years, where from 2016, 2015 to 2019, which is not 3 years, 2015 to 2018, I have 50 features, probably 52 features. Because that's what I was deliberately trying to do. I had features from Australia, Germany, China, Algeria, Nigeria. I think I had a feature from Canada. I had a feature from Venezuela, Paris. I was just deliberately trying to do features from all over the world. Because my homeboy had one, and it was just a competition. I had a feature from Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and I had a gang of features in America, bro. So even out of I just named probably 10 countries, probably 7 countries I just named. And I've done more than one feature with all of them except for two, the dude from Saudi Arabia and the dude from Egypt. The dude from Venezuela, I did, I know I did 2 with him. Nigeria, I did 3 with him. That's Max Kings. He's not from Nigeria, he's from Ghana. But I definitely had more features. I definitely had more features back. America, we're from New York, Boston, one from Atlanta, probably Florida, I think, Texas, and of course my niggas, Illinois and Atlanta. I think I have a feature from a dude in Minnesota. You, I could see. I think I'm just marketing them more, like my features. But I definitely, for sure, had more features around that time. Definitely, because I know I counted. Nigga, I did 50. I did 30 features in one year. I did 30 features in one year. In 2016 to 17, or 17 to 18. Yeah, for sure. It was just I was doing features with people and I wasn't putting them out too. I put because it was their beats. I was networking a lot harder. I didn't have shit to do. I didn't work for like 8 months and I was just rapping, rapping, rapping. Like Dopey, shout out to Dopey, uh, Mike, Chaotic, Max Kings, the nigga from Venezuela. I can't remember his name. I did 3 features with all of them. I did a feature with DJ Paul's nephew. I forgot that nigga's name too. The dude from C to Six, not Lauren Infamous son, the other dude. I had a lot more features. I could just put out like 3 mixtapes with all the features I have from then, but that would be garbage as hell. But I got more features on the way. I got a whole mixtape I'm coming out with. It's called Murder Medicine. That's coming out on Halloween. Lover is coming out. I don't know if I want to put out Lover. I'm gonna have to put out Lover because I haven't even written one song to the lyrical mixtape. But when I get on it and I just boom, 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 it just takes a lot of meditation. Oh, that's why I keep doing this. I got this knife. I got this at a swap meet. This is my second favorite knife I ever had. This shit's dumb hard. I don't even like Batman. Spotify, nah. I'm all YouTube. I put my music on Instagram sometimes. Don't do this. I got this knife in my hand, bitch ass nigga. It's fucking fly, bro. These flies don't have no respect, bro. But nah, I got this at the swap meet. I don't like Batman, but I like this knife. I'm gonna have to paint it or something. But at the end of the day, nah, I for surely had more features back then. I think in a 3 year, because now I don't even plan it, and I'm rapping with. I'm never doing a song with that nigga ever again, bro. I don't know if this nigga had a stroke, or if he has any kind of intellectual limitations or whatever, but I can't do any songs with him anymore. Plus, he's not paying me, and I'm just I'm just light years ahead of her. I don't even want to sound cocky like that because I don't think I'm the. I mean, I don't want to say all of that, but I'm Goku of this shit, man. I'm Goku. I'm Goku fused with Gohan of this music shit, bro. So I can't just keep saving everybody's universe, and I don't even live there, you know. But at the end of at the end of the day, it's Aaron Moses. This is my last intro. I appreciate you guys for sticking in there with me, man. Watching me fool, watching me clown. I'm gonna give you one more view of the background. It's just a beautiful day, man. Just no complaints. My girl hasn't called me talking about her motherfucking baby daddy. Cool. I need to get in there before I get my hair braided. But that's probably not gonna. I haven't been to the pool all summer. Fuck that pool. It's in the middle. It's in the center of everything, like a fucking stadium. I don't like a whole bunch of people. Ironically, I don't like a whole bunch of people surrounding me and looking at me and shit. But at the end of the day, man, it's Aaron Moses. I'm the bang, you the bang, we the bang together, man. Life is in the bread. Breathe it in. Peace.